Hey everybody, we've been at Saint Etienne now for about 3 months, and it's about time we took a little bit of a tour around the club. Let's check out the team we've got here. Now, the first thing to realize about Saint Etienne, if we zip off here to their Wikipedia page, is that if we take a look here, we can see that their history is kind of divided into two big chunks. They've actually had a pretty rich history here. Between 1956 and 1981, they won Ligue 1 10 times, which is pretty remarkable. Then you'll notice that the second chunk, I'm not sure if you can see the headline, says decline in recent history. They had a financial scandal in the early 1980s, and that led to kind of a plummet by the team. They fell down into Ligue 2 or Ligue 2 for about 3 different times and bounced back and forth before finally rising and sticking back in Ligue 1 right around 2004-2005 season. So they've got a pretty rich history, although not much of it goes on past 1981. So a challenge for us to see if we can restore something to this trophy cabinet. Although in the game, I must say that they picked up the Coupe de France, the French Cup, in 2024, a couple years before we got here. So they did have some victory. It's their first major silverware since 1981 in the team's history. Now, the other thing to notice about this is that this is big time. I mean, they've got a website with a YouTube channel, and they got the players' pictures and stuff like that. They got a club. You can sign up and join in. They have here, if we pop over here, they have a kids club for your children and stuff like that. They've got everything here. It's pretty amazing. And interestingly, looking through the players they've got featured here, there's only two. So this is, of course, 2021. There's only two that we still have on our team. Dennis Bwanga, featured out here on the left, and Adil Aoshiche, featured on the left down in the bottom here. Other than that, all these players are gone now from our team. So they didn't last more than 5 or 6 years in at least our fictional game world. And their social media is active. Here's their Instagram feed with lots of pictures. Also, as FMLlama mentioned in a comment a couple episodes ago, their nickname is Les Verts, the Greens. FM Greeno, we really have to see if we can get your nephew here, huh? I mean, this is really a match made in heaven. They got a Twitter account and they post more than once every 2 or 3 months. It's pretty impressive. Highlights and everything like that. And they win matches and stuff. Pretty cool here. Let's also take a look now, though, at the stadium, because the stadium is pretty cool. I thought the stadium in St. Gallen was really cool. We had the shopping mall underneath the pitch. They don't have a shopping mall underneath the pitch, but the stadium is quite a bit larger than we're at before. So here's a satellite photo of Saint Etienne, and let's zoom right in here on the pitch. Now, one thing you'll notice is pretty amazing. Here's the pitch. Then they have kind of baby pitch over here. Then they have indoor to the right of the pitch here, right over my head, a whole indoor football complex. And then count the fields. I can't count them. There's like a dozen. Big ones, little ones, small ones, the whole practice fields. It says, right here, it says Ville de Saint Etienne. So I think it's like they have a own village here for the team. It's pretty amazing. But let's jump in and take a look at the pitch itself. It's pretty cool. Pew, right down in the middle here. Here we are. 41,000 capacity. This is the big time now. Pretty cool. And we can walk over here, check out some sights from the stands and stuff like that. I mean, this is, yeah. There's not much bigger than this, I think. We've kind of, we've come a long way since Rosut's back in the first years of the save, for sure. Let's go outside the pitch and take a look at a couple things over here. Let's just take a look from the outside, because it's kind of looks pretty cool. And so here we go from the outside. Reminds me of kind of like a transistor chip sitting on a circuit board, but maybe that's just me. I don't know. Anybody else? But it looks like really, I mean, it's a cool complex. They got all the trees around here, plenty of parking, fields and wide open spaces and stuff. I'm also going to take you over here because in case you're looking to spend some of your money, here we go. The Stadium Souvenir Shop, Boutique des Verts, Shop of the Greens right there. And also, one of the other things they have, like a lot of the larger clubs have as well, they have their own museum, which has all of the rich history of the club. Again, not too much. If we can look at some photos here, some of their trophies. Here's the entranceway onto the pitch itself from the inside. Some more pictures of their beautiful history that kind of peaked in 1981. But, you know, yeah, stuff happens. You know, financial troubles there can be some pretty dire consequences. I'm not sure what this is. It looks like a place where you can have something to drink And here's a tag board. So we're kind of getting off into the random now, but there's kind of displays. This must be, I'm guessing this is a recreation of the locker room in their glory days. That's kind of what I'm assuming this is. But anyway, there you have it. A little bit about Saint Etienne and their rich history. Now let's jump into our main episode. We got a lot going on. We're going to do an exercise update. We're going to check out our tiny circle. We're going to upgrade on we're going to update on how our transfers have done, grade ourselves a little bit. Then we're going to play third place, fourth place, Lille in a huge match for Ligue 1. And we'll check to see how we've been doing as well. I hope you stick around. Should be a fun episode. We have a lot of ground to cover, so let's jump in and get started. First, we didn't do an exercise update in the last episode, but we just rolled past a Sunday. So let's take a look and see how we did last week with our exercise. Hey everybody, quick update. Just out for a 1 minute run, 1 minute walk. Got some hot temperatures this week too. It's been about a week or so where it's over 90 all the time. So 32 and up in centigrade. But last week was okay. The last 2 weeks of May and the first week of June are my busiest work-wise. And I got 30 miles, which is about 4.5 miles per day instead of 6. So not ideal, but I'll take it considering the work circumstances. Other than that, weight-wise, still not making progress, but I'm starting to feel like I've got better dietary habits, and we're still down, I think, 2 pounds from the start. So I'm kind of excited now, though. I think I'm going to start to make some progress on that finally. I know it sounds crazy because I've been talking about it, but I'm confident. Next week, we're going to lose at least a pound or 2. So that's about it for the update. So here is our circle. It's not much of a circle. And comparing it to last week, we didn't have a circle when we did our last episode a week ago. We're about 36 miles right now, and if we kind of zoom in a little bit here, I mean, we can't get out of France, right? We're nowhere. We can't go anywhere. We're trapped in France. However, we're not that far away, right over my head here, from Italy. Maybe 2 weeks we can reach the Italian border, start to get the Thur in, stuff like that. We'll reach Switzerland first, but we're not going to go back to Switzerland. And we're still probably a good chunk of time away from reaching Spain and then back up into the tip of Germany. So we really got to get our boots on the ground still and kind of crank out some miles here. We'll see how we do between this week and next week. Okay, jumping up to the present, let's answer the most important question, which is we had a lot of transfer activity, a lot of question marks around our team. We started off pretty strong. How have we done since we've been together? The answer is pretty well, considerably better than I expected. Let's take a look at the results here. Now, when we were last together, we lost 2-1 to Marseille, who were at the top of the table. We did outplay them in terms of XG, and King Okoro, one of our signings, got his first ever goal. I was a little bit worried that was going to start a slide, but we rebounded nicely. We won our next 4 matches. And in this too, we played a couple teams that were in the top half of the table, which we hadn't done in the earlier part of the season. We started to look really good. Our defense has been pretty sharp, and we're scoring some goals. Most of the time, I'll talk about that one player in a bit. We've got a pretty astounding performance so far going on from the personnel side. Then, our last match, we came up against AS Monaco, one of the top 3 teams. We ended up drawing them 1-1, and we were ahead 1-0 in the 90th minute when they hit a screamer from distance to tie the game at 1-1. The XG again was in our favor, so we've been playing pretty well. I mean, since our initial sputtering in the last, 6, 7, 9 matches, we've won 7, lost 1, and drawn 1. If we take a look where that puts us in the standings here on the league table, we're doing okay. 5th place. However, we're only 1 point behind Lille, who we play today, and AS Monaco, who we don't play today. But Marseille and Paris Saint-Germain kind of running away with first place a little bit. They're 6 points ahead of us. We do have a match in hand. So we really got these top 4 teams and then kind of us clustered around the top of the table. I don't think we're at any business really dealing with the top 3 spots or the top 3 teams here, but we're sticking around for the time being. That begets the next question. How is our Guess the Point Total competition going? So here is our Guess the Point Total leaders. Now we have 2 late editions. We're now up to 19 contestants. So if the season ended today, it's early, right? If we left or something like that, Wolf Tracks would be the winner because he said 60 points and we have 27 points in 13 matches right now. So a clear victory for Wolf Tracks, although unless something dramatic happens, that's pretty unlikely, right? However, if you do the math, we're at greater than 2 points per match average right now. With 13 matches in, over 38 matches, that would put us at 77, 78 points. Rafe Allwright would be the winner for the second consecutive year if things kind of keep going the way they are. Now, that's a big if, so we'll be back and check on this in a few more episodes. Speaking of Guess the Point total competitions, Rafe did name his player. And he contacted via the comments and gave the name. He said he wanted to name our second highest valued player because we're probably going to lose Yusuf Demir, recalling from our previous conversations that he's worth a lot and he wants to go and I'm supposed to try to sell him. We have now, I present to you, Super Zilla. This is Rafe's nickname for our second most valuable player. I was thinking for like a story element that maybe he's my brother, right? Except he got the name Super Zilla, and all I got was Zilla. And speaking of Super Zilla, to continue on with another nice segue, this was one of our acquisitions, and we're thinking about grading out our acquisitions. We picked him up for about 10 million. He's almost worth 25 million right now. 13 appearances, 9 goals, 4 assists, and a 7.55 rating. By far, that's a good acquisition so far. Blinding speed, he just can't miss with the shots. Teams haven't been able to figure out an answer for him yet. So Super Zilla, my brother, is aptly named for us so far this year. Let's hope he can keep up this pace because he's ripping the league apart right now. Speaking of some of our other acquisitions, let's take a little bit of a mention at one good one and one bad one. I may have mentioned this defender, King Okoro, 18 years old. I think we got him for like 5 million. He was 2.5 stars the last time we checked in a month and a half ago. Now he's up to 3 stars, 4-star potential ability, and check out his rating, 7.31 playing center back. I'm just playing him all the time now. He's looked really good. The only goal that he's got was the goal that we saw in the last episode, and his XG is higher than his goals, which kind of makes sense given that his heading, which was a 10 and has now gone up to 11, is still very much a work in progress. A lot of stuff gets to his head again, but not much of it goes in the net. But defensively, he's been sharp, and a 7.31 rating, League One football at 18 years old. I'm excited for King Okoro's future, and I really like his name as well, too. Other than that, unfortunately, one of the things we were hoping for is a striker, Nikola Iliev. I said, gosh, we paid 7 million, something like that for him, and I'm hoping he was going to be really good. I haven't seen, he's got a couple of upward arrows now. This is the first kind of hint of an upward arrow I've seen in terms of his progression. But his progression bar is down. He was 3 stars in September, and now he's 2.5 stars. Now, I realize that's relative to the players on the team, but he was 3 stars like a week ago. And now he's down. What the heck? He's not doing that well either. 9 appearances, 2 goals, 2 assists with a 6.80 rating. But get this, he's got 2 goals, and his XG is 3.3. He's not making his shots. He's had a lot of really good chances that were serving up to him. Can't put the ball in the net. So he's going to the bench today, and instead we're going to play this other guy, Jibril Othman, who's 21 years old. I played him in the beginning of the year, and he wasn't doing really well, so it's kind of desperation here. But we're going to check him out there and see if he can do any better. Anyway, that, I think, is everything we want to talk about. There's some more players we can look at, but I think we're getting into the weeds a little bit for this episode, and I want to continue on to it now. Yes. Oh, one thing too. Yusuf Demir, the guy who's worth 45 million, he's injured. He's been out for a while now. He's been playing pretty well, but we haven't been able to sell him yet. I'm kind of offering him out there at a little bit around 100 million. No takers so far, and now that he's hurt, nobody really wants him. But it's the end of November, so the transfer window doesn't start till January, so we still got the month of December to work here. So I'm going to start working it harder a little bit as we go forward, because if we could get 60, 70 million in for him, I think we could fix our striker problem, and I think we could replace him. And then we could also use some more depth. We're really kind of thin at center back, midfield, wing. I mean, we're still a thin team. When we had injuries like we played against Monaco, it was really hard to patch a lineup together. So I was really glad to come out of a draw with that one. And with that being said, let's go in, pick our team for today's match. We talked a little bit about this. This guy, Lynch Steven, is replacing Yusuf Demir, our best player. I kind of thrown him out there. He was actually on loan and wasn't playing. And so I recalled him and I looked at him and I said, this kid's not bad. 2.5 stars, but I like his numbers in the right places. And since we've put him out there at attacking midfielder, look at this progression. I mean, it's upward yellow and upward green all over the place. So we're going to put him out there again. He's got a 6.5 rating, which isn't great, but he looks good, which maybe that matters more. But anyway, here is our lineup. A lot of stuff you've seen before. Othman, the guy we talked about replacing at striker, and King Okoro, our center back. So let's jump in. I'm going to talk to the team, and then we're going to go out and square off against Lille. If we beat them, we will leapfrog them and end up in at least 4th place. So let's go. I'll talk to everybody, and we'll be right back out. All right, we are underway in our standard 4-2-3-1, pretty much the only thing we've been using. Now, I do have to mention, the only 2 losses we've had so far this year have been on YouTube. So hopefully we can break this jinx a little bit. Uh-oh, what? Yeah. So I mentioned a jinx, and our left back, Malacia, looks like he might have suffered a twisted knee, but it's the sort of thing he should be able to play through. Let's see if he recovers a little bit the next few minutes here. So we're 13 minutes in, and we have yet to muster a shot. Things are just flying along. Here we go. Okay, so we're in our green going from right to left. Nakamura breaks it down in front to Othman. Oh, another good chance. But he can't take it home. We need a striker. Oh, there's the corner. Nope. Okoro can't pick it up. This guy, Aochiche, our center midfielder, has been kind of forward center midfielder, has been playing really, really well. Nakamura brings it forward. That sun and shade goes across to Malacia, who does nothing spectacular with it. So all that hoop to do, and we didn't even get a shot out of it. Okay, we're 22 minutes in. They have 1 shot. We have no shots. Let's see if we can fix this. Our numbers are okay. We just haven't generated. Here we go. Super Zilla chips it. Oh, beat it away. Beaten away. Mofi with speed. Coming down, taking it all himself. Oh, Rice, really? I don't see how that's not a penalty. We've been getting a lot of penalties, and our left winger, Bouanga's been taking them and hitting them in. We actually won 1 game late by getting a penalty. It's definitely a penalty. Yeah, you can see that a mile away. Okay, we have stopped one here, but these take a long time. Is it going to be a card? It's a yellow card. Okay, good. Let's make another save. Down early. Not a good start for us. Don't tell me we're going to lose again. I mean, one of the things about us, we have been picking the tougher matches for YouTube, for sure. We don't need to see that. Come on, guys. Let's go. I need to yell something, don't I? Let's shout, encourage. Let's get us going here. Super Zilla's all bummed out. Malachi is bummed out on the left and hurt. We haven't got a shot, and we're 30 minutes in. Yeah, we're doing really well this year. Come on, boys. I think Lille has a really good defense, and they're kind of showing it here. Rice, Chiche, Lynch, Stevens. Okay, he's obviously not having a good day. He's a little bit outmatched here, I think, now. We can't go down 2-0. That would be a disaster. Blocked. Picks it up. Oh, gives it away. Shot from distance and tipped over. We're going to need to make some changes at halftime, too. I think we'll try something where we bring in Super Zilla can come into attacking midfielder, maybe. Hopefully we can get this going. We've been so sharp, but we look pretty abysmal here now. This is not a sharp performance. Come on, lads. Let's go. Let's get something going here. Bernardo. Is that Bernardo Silva from like Man City? Bernardo Silva? Hervé, back to Posh. They're toying with us here. Jolly comes down. They're just... Let's get a steal. Yes. Bouanga picks it up. Back to Malacia. Forward to Othman. Comes forward. Breaks through to Lynch Stevens. Do something special. That's going to be a penalty? You gave it to them? Here we go again. I wish there was a... I mean, not that we should be all that impatient with life, right? But it would be nice. Penalty? Give it to us. Come on. Yes! Okay. Come on, Bouanga. He'll take the penalty. He's been good so far. He's gone left twice and down the middle once. We need this. Yes! All right. One's a beast. Game on. We're in this. Nice. That's good. What did he do here? Just, wow. Didn't really fool the keeper. Just had too much power and too nicely placed. I think he's 4 for 4 in penalties now. That's good. What am I doing here? I do to Rice. I do. Plays it back to Kamara. Making me nervous here. Up to Okoro. Forward. Gives it away. Thiago Maia. They're coming down again. Long shot. Pretty wide. Can of corn for that one. 44 minutes. Uh-oh. It's going to chip it forward. Oh! They've got to hit us on XG here. That was definitely, 1.21. Oh my God, we're giving away so many free kicks here. Come on, boys, let's go. Sharpen it up. Okay, we're pushing him back. Good, good. Ronaldo plays it wide. Okay, chipped in. Bad. Blocked. Yes. Kamara got a man of the match a little while ago. He has been playing incredibly well for us as keeper. Plays to the back corner. Punched away. Super Zilla breaks it out. Is there time left? No. Alrighty. So, looking at our match stats here, they've got 6 shots and 3 on target for 1.37 XG. We've got 1 shot, 1 on target for a 0.77 XG. We need to generate some offense here. Let's go to the dressing room. Okay, now it was our midfielder, our attacking midfield here, Lynch Stevens, who did draw the penalty, but he hasn't done much. So we're going to make some subs, talk to the team, and then we'll be out for the second half here. Alrighty, so we've subbed off Lynch Stevens and brought in Yusuf at Shadow Striker there to try to see if we can get some offense going in the middle. I think our next move would probably be Othman. And Super Zilla with his new nicknames is 6.4 on the right. His first bad game in a long time. The second half here is zipping along. Boanga picks up a yellow card. We're not doing anything. We've got 2 shots to their 7. The second half is quieter here. Okay, how are we doing? I'm going to think here for a second and maybe make a little bit of changes. Try to shift up our tactics a little bit here. All right, just to try this out, we're going to shift to slow the tempo down and try to pass into space a little bit, see if we can get someone in behind. But our offense really is doing nothing here. 65 minutes in. Okay, we should go to 70 minutes, then make another sub here. Really not getting anything going. Super Zilla at a 6.3 on the right-hand side. Gaz's worst game he's had for a long time. Othman at a 6.5. Okay, let's get Othman out and bring Iliev on as a striker. And let's play with that for just a few minutes. Let's give him a team talk here. Pump fist. Confirm sub. Maybe he'll be a little bit motivated because he got subbed out. He hasn't started for the first time in a while. Oh, the other thing we need to do is we need to shout some encouragement, of course. Let's go, lads. Come on, boys. Now everybody's bright green. Good. Let's go. 75 minutes. Okay, shift. We're getting some shots, but so are they. Let's go back to what we were doing before. Let's increase the tempo just a little bit and stick with that. We haven't had any. Have we had I don't think we've had a highlight here in the second half, have we? Well, we got a lot of people on yellows too. Okay, ease off tackles. Aoshishe, and that's it. Okay. 10 minutes left. Let's make our last sub. Zilla's on a 6.2. Ugh. Okay, I'm going to think for a second, make a sub, and then we'll be back for the last 10 minutes here. All right, we brought in Peta Pusic from St. Gallen for the last one here. Oh, it's penalty. Super Zilla is 6.2. Maybe he doesn't like his name. That's kind of making me nervous here. 83rd minute. Rice is out of gas. Let's shout. Encourage the entire team. And this is on our turf, and we want to play like champions. Let's go attacking. Let's be bold here. See what we can do. Come on, boys. Let's go. Everybody's fired up. We got this. Come on. Let's go. 4 minutes. Let's get a goal here at the end. 3, 2, nothing. Oh, corner. Yusuf in front. Oh, he hit the post. Are you kidding me? I thought we were going to get a last-second win there. Oh, Okoro had a chance to pull out the victory there. We still can't beat a top team in this league. Another draw. But the second half was better. The XG ended up 1.75 to 1.49. 13 shots to 8. Not a promising performance, but considering our best player is out hurt, Yusuf Demir is out hurt, I'll take that. That wasn't horrible. You were unlucky today. Yeah, let's just go with that. That's fine. Okay, and we'll continue on here. So there you have it. Well, we didn't lose. That's good. I'm going to send the assistant for that. We'll kind of go here and we'll take a look to see when we're going to come back. So Okoro set for pay increase. Oh, he's up for a pay increase already. Yeah, that we don't need that. Large Nakamura fit. He can do with the rest. He doesn't need a rest. He's fine. Let's take a look here at our schedule and see let's take a look where we are first real quick. So if we look at the table now, we are still in 5th place, 1 point back of Monaco. Oh, tied with Monaco as Monaco drew. They're ahead of us on goal differential. 1 point back of Lille, sitting in 5th place with Lyon right on our tails and Nantes right on our tails. It's going to be a dogfight for these European spots for sure. It looks like if we can keep up this play. Anyway, I'm pretty happy with 14 matches, 28 points. We'll take it so far. Let's go forward a little bit. And I think what I'm going to do is work through the end of this month and then December and then come back maybe midway through the transfer window and see how we're doing with selling Demur and maybe picking up some more players and stuff like that. So probably 24th, maybe SACOM or Toulouse. I hear someone we know has taken over Toulouse to manage, which is an interesting kind of a new save there too. You should definitely check that out if you like animals called llamas. I'll put a link in the description. So there you have it. Thanks for tuning in. Couple draws in a row, but again, some tough teams. We'll get back on it. Thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. And if you're new, please consider subscribing. And we'll see you in our next episode. Bye-bye, everyone.